think about that perspective, you start thinking from a legal perspective, what does the player own? Right? And the player obviously owns his name, image, and likeness. He obviously licensed it to the NFL to be able to use it in video games and so forth. Although, if we remember Tecmo Bowl, there's a couple players who did not license their name, image, and likeness for Tecmo Bowl and Super Tecmo Bowl, the video game that we're all fond of from back in the early 90s. But back to the business at hand here. So we think about, what does a player own? Okay, because there is already some material and clauses in the collective bargaining agreement that the NFLPA has with the NFL about the biometric data, about how that can be used. There's some limitations on that. The players have rights to that data. But now we're talking about something else. We're talking about very detailed and for lack of a better word, physical data that's garnered from the film using AI and all these platforms that can really look at how the player is moving on film, and to make then a digital profile of that player that can then be compared against NFL players and NFL scenarios. And so when we think about that, does a player own that?